remember our cross-country trip last year. The colossal storm ripped through and our tent blew away. I remember shivering as we toweled off. I never would have asked to get caught in that storm, but I'm sure glad we did.
Hi, and welcome to the Indiana Gazette's weekly high school football preview. I'm Carly Krouse, and we're reporting from United High School, where the Lions are getting ready for Friday night's matchup at Marion Center. Only 2 weeks remain in the regular season, and 8 of the 10 teams in the Heritage Conference have either secured a District 6 playoff berth or remain in the hunt. United takes on Marion Center in a matchup of 4-4 teams. Marion Center, 7th in the Class 2A rankings, has won 3 of 4, including last week's crucial win over Penns Manor. The Stingers, in the midst of their best season since 2011, are looking to finish strong and move up in the rankings to avoid a matchup against either of the top 2 teams in the 8-team field. United is coming off its first win at home this season and its second straight overall in an up-and-down year. The Lions, who hold 7th place in the Class 1A rankings, hope they're peaking at the right time and can secure a home game in the playoffs. Quarterback Kyle Silk surpassed 1,000 yards rushing last week, and running back Hunter Cameron is closing in on the milestone. Homer Center also has won 2 straight games following a 2-game losing streak. The Wildcats have a long way to go to defend their district title, but they can take a big step towards starting the playoffs at home by knocking off West Shamokin this week. Homer Center sits in 6th place in the Class 1A rankings. West Shamokin enters the weekend trying to right its ship. The Wolves were sitting in prime position as October began, but they're coming off consecutive losses that have left them at 4-4 and 8th in the Class 2A rankings. Likewise, Penns Manor was sitting pretty a few weeks ago, but the Comets have lost 2 of their past 3 games in their quest for a 12th straight district playoff berth. Penns Manor at 4-4 faces a tough test this week at 6-2 Northern Cambria. Penns Manor sits 8th in the Class 1A rankings. Northern Cambria is one of 4 6-2 teams sitting atop the rankings. The top seed remains in play, and the Colts need a strong finish to secure a bye and a home game in the playoffs. The Colts are smarting after getting blown out by Ligonier Valley last week in a game that determined the conference champion. Ligonier Valley, the 3-time Heritage Conference champion, closes the regular season at Blairsville, the last-place team in the conference. The Rams have little to gain in the District 6 Class 2A rankings and have a firm hold on the number 2 seed. Their postseason begins next weekend when they will play at Shade in the Appalachian Bowl, a game that the Rams have won both times since the game was resurrected. Salzburg is entertaining playoff hopes at this late stage of the season as they prepare to take on Purchase Line. The 3-5 Trojans are ranked 10th in the Class 1A rankings, with playoff berths going to the top 12 teams. The Trojans are low on numbers, but high in the area in offensive rankings, where they sit 3rd in total offense. They've won 2 of their past 3 games, and with the exception of a loss to Northern Cambria and a forfeit to Ligonier Valley, they've been in every game. 2 of their wins have come in the closing seconds, including last week's thriller against West Shamokin. Purchase Line comes in at 1-7, with its lone win coming over Blairsville on the last play of a game midway through the season. Even Indiana at 2-6 have playoff hopes with 2 weeks to go. The Indians need to win out, beginning with a trip to Big 8 Conference foe Laurel Highlands to earn the 4th and last seed, and a victory Friday could set the stage for a final showdown next week. Current 4th place team Greensburg-Salem can clinch with 1 win and travels to Indiana in the final game of the regular season. Apollo Ridge goes outside conference play in search of a win. Once 2-1, the Vikings couldn't overcome several key injuries and a brutal schedule during a 5-game losing streak. Unfortunately, things don't get any easier for the Vikings, who play at 7-1 Freedom. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week with an update on the playoff picture and the Heritage Conference Westpac matchups for the last week of the regular season. Thanks for joining us, and you can read all about it in print and online at indianagazette.com.